What's the word, Joshua? Arteztycoon, also known as Control Life, also known as the Superhero. We are back with another episode today. And first things first, let me start by saying it's hot as a mug on my setup. Where my setup is at. My setup's on my indoor porch. I had to raise these windows up. There's no AC. There is fans. I didn't forget I had fans. I'm gonna turn this fan on, but I'm gonna still leave these windows open, get some fresh air circulating. So if you hear some birds chirping, some cars dropping by, normal outside stuff, don't pay it no mind. You know, just rock with us. So be right back. Let me get this fan on. All right, so got the fan on. Got the fan on, window open. I said it's hot. I hope you don't hear the fan. You shouldn't, but if you do, I'll fix it in post-production. Anyway, so last time I saw y'all last time y'all saw me was when I was at the Greatest Sneaker Society shoe convention in, I don't know which one it was. They were in St. Louis. It was the last one in St. Louis. But today, like I said, we are going to do something a little different that we haven't done on this channel before. We were going to do a story time while I clean shoes. For those of you who don't know, I'm a shoe restorer, shoe seller, part-time sneakerhead. I'm not really one of those. I'm not a for real hype beast. I don't really get caught up all the way in it, but I like to find shoes for the low or some beaters, and I like to work my magic, keep them for myself. But that's at least how I got started on shoes. But so today I have right in front of me this handy dandy contraption box. And that's right, ladies and gentlemen, we are officially an affiliate with Rejuvenator, which is the biggest shoe cleaning company in the world, at least in the States. Shout out Rejuvenator, and shout out BTB Kicks for putting me in, locking me in with them. So I am going to be using our essential cleaning kit today to clean these shoes while we do our story time. By the way, Rejuvenator, I am getting low. I did put in my request for my refill. If you see this, go ahead and send that to me ASAP, please, because I'm almost out. But yeah, man, so like I said, we're gonna do a story time today. And I was trying to think what the first story I wanted to tell you guys about. Me being the person I am, there's a lot of things I've been through, things I've encountered, things I've learned from my life. It's a crazy roller coaster, but it's an awesome, amazing experience at the same time. So the first thing I decided to let you guys in on, more of like just my personal life and stuff. We're gonna talk about my visual jutsu, which I like to call it. For my anime fans out there, y'all know what I'm talking about. But so talking about my eyes, I don't know if you guys remember or if you even see it. In the first video we did, coming back, was a Q&A, and we were talking about my eyes, and I was talking about how I have bad eyes. If you want to talk about it later, people want to know more about the eyes and everything. So let's start off by saying I have an eye condition called keratoconus. So you see that picture right there? It's basically a condition where my eye is not formed the correct way. So a normal shaped eye, as you can see, has the shape like a dome. It's a nice curve on it. My eye is not. It was shaped like the second one you see down here, and this has the cone looking type of shape towards it. So what that means is, since my cornea is not shaped correctly, light wasn't passing through the correct way. So with a normal shaped eye, you got your curve, light passes through from the bottom of that curvature, and then which causes your eyes to focus everything. So let's just say we live in a world where nobody has corniest, you won't see, you'll see, but everything will be completely out of focus. It'll be like looking underwater 24/7, which is basically what my eyes are without contacts. So that is basically the condition itself. Like I said, you got the light passes through the bottom, which then causes the eye, it does its thing and it starts to focus. Everything becomes focused, nice, tight, clear, crisp, you know, visual things that you see. Without that, I was doing a lot of squinting. So at that point, I found myself trying to close that gap so light can pass through, so it can focus stuff. That way, when you see people squint, it could be something like that. I know that's what it was for me. I was squinting and then I'll try to close that gap for people if I can see shit. But anyway, so I'm trying to close the gap by squinting, and that was, I guess, me putting more strain on my eyes and things of that nature. But in all, it's like my eyes were, they said it was genetic, but I don't know how much I believe in that, because it was just like out of nowhere. But yeah, that's the overall, you know, thing, the overall condition. But before we dive deeper into that, like I said, we're gonna be cleaning some shoes, so I'm gonna get started with that. I am not gonna be wearing gloves today for this cleaning. I am cleaning my own shoes. But we are gonna be cleaning these, I don't know what they're called, I forgot. I wanna say Wolf Grade 12s. I could be entirely wrong. Normally, I mean, here's how they look. Sorry. They're not terrible shape at all. They're lows. I really don't do lows for real, but these are a solid colorway and they're not bad at all. I usually don't like low anything besides low 14s. Low 14s are full. But like I said, these are the shoes we're working on. I'm gonna do one at a time. And these are suede, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take them through the process of trying to remove some of this dirt out of this suede. Since it's my shoe, don't really care about getting this suede wet, and I'm pretty sure this suede is gonna do well when it gets wet anyway. So I'm gonna do some water and rejuvenators, cleaning solution. We're gonna get rid of that with their brushes and everything. So first thing I'm gonna do before we get started with this story, I don't know if you saw that, but I got like a little, this chair has only one, it has a wheel missing, so, whoa, what's going on here? Yo, who tried to sabotage me? It was a straight needle and some thread in this shoe. That is crazy to me. I don't think it's mine, but it's so wild because I've been to the gym in this shoe and everything worked out hard in it. I don't know, you know, but hey, I ain't get harmed by it, so, you know, somebody was looking out for me. This sole is like, it is, I swear that's gotta be my son if you heard that. This sole is definitely glued on tight. It don't look too bad, so I'm not gonna try to pull it out. I'm gonna throw this, this guy, yeah, that's definitely him. I'm gonna throw this, oh my God. Dude, then this kid's outside my house, like, on scooters and stuff, and eager, I'm talking. Okay, so, I think he's gone. I'm gonna throw this crease protector, whatever this thing is, the shoe tree. Throw the shoe tree in there, you know, stiffen all that out. I can press hard as I want on it while I'm cleaning. I'm gonna unlace it, drop these laces in the cleaning solution, let them sit while we clean the shoe. My phone had I don't know. I was recording and my phone ran out of space, and then so I had to delete stuff. and I was talking and stuff. So I was going through it. So let me just catch y'all up, cause I was cleaning the shoe, and I was just going on and on and on. And I didn't realize I had already run out of space, and it stopped like 5 minutes ago. So, but first things first, we need to talk about is the diagnosis and everything. How I got, what was the initial, what was initially said about the condition and stuff like that. So, and then by the way, I just went through with my suede brush and hit the shoe a little bit. Now I'm finna take my soft bristle brush and hit these uppers with a little bit of water and some of this rejuvenated shoe cleaning solution. But no, so like I was saying, first time I got diagnosed, I went to the eye doctor, and I just went for a normal checkup, just thinking I needed some glasses, and maybe that's why my eyes are, a little worse than normal, because I haven't been wearing them as often as I should, because I don't have any. And I'm just thinking that, hey, maybe I've been squinting so much, maybe that's causing, that's the reason I am squinting so much and I can't see as good, because I don't have my glasses, and I need a little stronger prescription. I'm getting older, things of that nature. So that's what I was thinking. So I go get the glasses, and then, I go to the eye doctor, and then they asked me, it was like, hey, have you ever been told that you have a condition called keratoconus? You think you may have something, of this sort. So I'm like, nah, I ain't never heard of that. I'm thinking they're just trying to get some money out of me, trying to just, pull the wool over my eyes. So I'm thinking that's the thing. That's what they trying to do. So they just do the eye exam, looking at my eyes and everything, trying to see what's going on. And then they do the actual test where they, make you read the letters and everything. So I'm doing that part, but I found myself cheating to do it. So it's like, you're supposed to like just look in it, look straight, and say if it's better or worse. Like, you ain't supposed to strain your eyes and either you can see it or you can't see it. So I'm looking at it and I'm like, I don't know. I'm saying this, saying that, and it's obviously wrong. So they gave me a prescription, and it came back with these thick ass glasses, like thick, like bifocal, stupid thick. And I was wearing them, and I was like, my head hurt. I'm like, yo, this ain't it. This ain't my prescription. I felt like, yo, they gave me a bad prescription. I go to a different doctor. This doctor say, hey, have you ever heard of this condition called keratoconus? They look at my eyes. I'm like, it was like, I heard something like that before, but I ain't really looked into it. He was just like, okay, I think you probably want to go see a specialist or something. And then so they do my eyes again, and for real, honestly, but I think before that I went to another doctor, and I found myself cheating that time. So I'm looking at it, I'm like squinting, I'm scooting lower. So you told you, keep in mind, I don't have the right curvature. So I'm like scooting in the chair. So it's like that right here. I'm closing it and looking at it, look like it's like right here for me. So it's like it's really closing that gap from where I need that light to hit. And now I'm seeing stuff and I'm rattling it off now. And I'm like, yeah, see, I know I can see. And then they gave me some more glasses that was a lot thinner, a light prescription, a little stronger than what I used to have. And that shit didn't work at all. So that's when I went back. And they said, went to a different doctor. They said something about the keratoconus again. I was just like, yeah, potentially, you know, they was like, well, we think you need to go see a specialist before we fit you for anything. We think you probably have this condition, you know. So I'm talking to the doctor about this condition and everything, you know, and I was just like, just asking the questions. She was telling me about it. She was like, you know, it's not really rare as it used to be. It is a condition that's like not really, it's not the most popular, but it's not rare, you know what I'm saying? So people have had it. There is procedures to fix it, but they haven't been performing these procedures in the States as long as insurance companies would like them to be performing it. So the cost of it is pretty high because you will most likely come out of pocket to pay for it. But you know, I'm like, okay, you know, what is it looking like, you know? And keep in mind, this is not the specialist. This is just the first doctor I went to who diagnosed me. She was like, was pretty costly. It's about $20,000 per eye, and I was like, what? And that's not including the contact lens. So she like $20,000 per eye. So she got me all tight. But like she got me all types of messed up, you know. So I'm like, it ain't no way I'm gonna ever have this surgery before I'm gonna be blind as a bat forever. You know, ain't no way I'd be able to afford that. Like, not in this time period. I was like, maybe I'm finna hit soon, because that's the only way I'm gonna be able to get that. But I was like, you know, I'm gonna get my eyes fixed at some point. But that was a real demoralizing visit. So, but after that, I did lock in that appointment to go see the specialist. And I went to this place far out in, I want to say like Alton area, a little further than that. I was probably about a good 45, 50 minutes away from where I live. So I go to the specialist. Specialist look at it, like, yeah, you definitely have keratoconus. I'm pretty sure. And that's when they run me through all the tests. They run me through the, you know, the measuring my eyes and all this and that. And they're like, hey, well, you know, it's a couple ways we can go about this. You know, there's a couple different procedures. And you know, it was like the first one is, they're roughly about the same price, but the first one is a corneal cross-linking, which is where we'll take you in, we'll numb your eyes, they'll scrape the cornea off your eye, put you under this UV light for about 30 minutes or so, numb it up, and it'll age the process of your eye and blah, 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 blah. The total time for each eye would probably be about an hour. So it's nothing crazy. It's outpatient surgery, you know, and that was the cross-linking. The other condition would have been the corneal transplant. So that was a little more complicated. They would basically take the cornea of someone who passed away, and then they would basically cut their cornea off, cut mine off, however, glue it on, stitch it on, however they was gonna put it on. My body would have to accept it, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just the recovery process for that. They said the recovery process would take up to 1 whole year to fully recover. And the other one was like 3 months. So I was like, oh, so I don't want that 1 year. I was like, shit, I don't, you know, at that time I'm thinking, I don't want to be able to not see for a year. Thinking about it now, honestly thinking about it now, I'd be like, to this day, I'd be like, man, I wish I would've got this, the transplant. But I'll get to that why. So the doctor goes, he's still talking to me about it, And then we finally get down to the price. So I'm like, man, it's like, yeah, so how much is it for this procedure? And they're like, it's a little pricey because insurance companies don't want to pay for it. It's about $2,000 per eye. And I was like, you said how much? I said about $2,000 per eye. I was like, we can work with that. we can make $2,000 an eye work, because the first person who diagnosed me told me $20,000 per eye. And he was like, heck no, not at all. But and so what they were saying was insurance companies don't really cover it because it's new in the medical field because it hasn't been around for 50 plus years like these other procedures that they do. But they said it's been around, honestly, in the States. People that have been doing it in the States for 20 plus years. They've been doing it overseas for forever. You know what I'm saying? So it's really just getting here in the States. Insurance companies want it to be around for like 30 plus years before they start covering procedures and stuff like that. So, but the doctor was telling me what they would do. The doctor who ended up performing the surgery, I think that was the same doctor. He was like, what we would do is basically we would take your have you do, like, you can either do like a cash payment, credit payment, however you want to do it. You can do the care credit, I think it was care credit, and you can pay for the surgery. And then what we'll do is we'll go to your insurance companies and say, hey, this is a life-altering surgery, it's a necessity, this needs to be paid for, he can't live life without it. So that's ultimately the route I ended up taking. Fast forward a couple months, I'm going to the doctor, getting looked at, they making sure everything okay, make sure I'm showing to have this procedure done. We schedule the procedure, and then we go out to, I want to say, like St. Charles area in St. Louis, a little further than St. Charles. I don't know, I was close to about another hour out going west into Missouri. So I go out there to that specialist, or to that doctor, and they look at my eye. You know, like I said, they scheduled surgery and everything. So I'm over here a few times, and it's cool. I actually got cool with one of the optometrists that worked in there at him on the game. We never ever actually played the game with one another, but we're friends. I don't think I remember the dude's name. It's like Thupathan or something. Anyway, so we go out there, and it's like a 6 p.m. surgery, one of those late night surgeries after everybody leave the building. And the damn building was so janky, so sketchy, that it's like you walk into a dungeon. It's like one of those real old elevators that's like almost like the little bar is closed and then the door closed and then it takes you down all creaky and slow, and man, I didn't know what I was getting into. Like, bro, they was still my eyes like Danzo was on Naruto. So, but it turned out to be cool, you know what I'm saying? They did the surgery. Surgery was consisted of the nurse numbing my eye for a good 20, and they only did one eye at a time because they was like, we don't want you to be able to not see out of both eyes for those 3 months. So we're gonna do one eye, let that heal for 3 months, turn around, do the next eye, let that heal for 3 months, then we'll fit you for contact. So it took 6 months in total for me to heal completely before I got fitted for contacts. So did the surgery, and so first they numb my eye for about 20 minutes till it's complete. It's like so numb, you don't feel nothing. And then they hold it open, like you guys seen those things with like the little clamps where they holding your eye open. So they holding my eye open, and I'm like laying at an angle, so I'm like this. So they got my eye open, and like, you know, they come in, like put about 5 drops of numbing solution in, They go out, come back like 2-3 minutes later. I'm like, give me some more. Come back about 5. You know what I'm saying? Like every 5-minute increments, they put numbing drops in, and it's like it's turning my eye orange. So it's like my vision, everything I'm seeing is like an orangish yellow type color in one eye, and then it's staying open. The doctor was like, "You ready?" I was like, "I guess," you know. So the doctor come in and I guess he touches it with some type of tool, some type of not needle, but some type of something. He touched it. And he was like, "You feel that?" I was like, "Nah." He was like, "You feel that?" Like he touched it a couple different ways. I was like, he was like, "All right, let's do it." So, and he grabs this tool. I'm not sure what type of tool it is, but for my people who shoot pool, for me to explain it as best as I can, it's like, let that thing go by. It's like, it looks like this, like he's holding it, like just imagine this part, like just this part right here, just imagine this top part with like some rough edges on it, like the same tool that pool players would use to like rough up their stick so the chalk can adhere more to the tip. It was like one of those type tips on the tool. So he takes that and now he's like, you know what I'm saying, doing that to my eyeball. So it's literally scraping my cornea off. He's literally scraping it off. I don't feel nothing. I don't feel nothing. But the second time I did the surgery, it's like I knew what to expect. So he's doing it, but I don't feel him actually on the surface, but I feel it in the back, like back here. And I feel the tension and the pull in my eye doing like, you know what I'm saying? It was real crazy. The first time it wasn't that bad. So they did that for about literally like 10 minutes. He was just scraping it off. And then he's like, all right, that part's done. You're gonna sit in this UV light, literally this light that's like a purplish, you know what UV lights are like, that purple, red, blue, mix pink looking color. They put you that light on your eye, and basically it starts to like age the process of the recovery time. So it's like, say for instance, they don't use that light, the recovery time would be like 60 years or some crazy number like that. So it's like my eyes would have healed on their own, but I would have been old. So technically I have old people eyes, whatever. So my eyes are like getting aged at that point with that UV light. It's speeding that recovery time up. So they sent me in that, my eyes still held open. They coming through putting artificial tears in, because my eye has to stay open that long and have this contact with that light. So it constantly putting those artificial teardrops in, so I don't feel like I have to blink and stuff like that. About 30 minutes go by, sending this light, and they look at it and say, okay, looks good. They put a bandage contact in, and then they put this type of little cylinder plastic piece that covered the whole eye. I was looking like Slick Rick, and I had a patch over my eye. So it's like for about a week I was like this with a whole patch over my eye. And then the night of, they gave me some, I think they gave me some Tylenol with codeine, and that wore off about 2 a.m. So after that, it was just pain. It was just pain of just, you know what I'm saying, just that the eyes, it just hurt, and it was draining like crazy. Like just imagine like a water bottle, just like it just kept coming. I guess it's just from not being able to blink, and I don't know what it was. I guess it's just my eye trying to recover, but it was just draining, and it wouldn't stop. So like the first night is the worst night, at least for me. So it ended up healing well. A couple days went by, they look at it, make sure it's like, oh, it's looking really good. You know what I'm saying? That looks perfect. So Time go by, I go to the doctor like once a month at this time, and he's like, yeah, still looking good, it's healing good. We got the next one scheduled out, you know, month out, boom, did that one. Same procedures, you know, got the thing over my eye, rocking it for about a week. I go see that doctor months after the time. And then so we get to the point where I can finally get contacts. I found a spot like an hour, I'm sorry, not an hour, probably like 5 minutes away from my house at the time, that actually looks at my type of eyes, and they provide those type of contacts. And you know, so they go through, look my eyes up, okay, yeah, we can get you fitted. They go through the process, get me fitted, and probably about, let me see, about 2 weeks after I got fitted, it's like with some test ones, I got fitted, I went back like a week later, they put like a test contact in, and then I came back like another week later, my actual ones had came in, and man, when they showed me how to put it in, it was the weirdest thing ever, because it's like you gotta fill it up with, so you got a plunger, a little small plunger, you fill it up with fluid. Matter of fact, I can show you. All right, so this is everything I need to put my contacts in nightly, daily. I don't usually use this kind of more, it's called Addy Pack, just because for over time, it's a little rough on the eye. Just I guess the doctor was saying because of the packaging and different chemicals, I guess. But I usually use some different, but I had a whole bunch of those that I had. I bought I got a present as a big box of them. But I use something different now, but I ran out of that and I didn't order it yet, so that's why I got those. I'm using those. Nowadays I use these refresh gel drops as well. I don't know if you can see that for real, but I add 1 drop of this, 1 to 2 drops of this in my contact before filling it, and then I pop it in my eye. So this is the small plunger. This is the big one that I would use to actually stick it in. I use this one to pull it out. So this is what I would do nightly before I go to sleep. So say for instance, when I pull it out, I'll stick it like right in the bottom of it, so I can pull it like right out at an angle, just like that. That's the contact right there. You see it's big enough, it covers my entire eye for the most part. At least the part that you'll see. I'll drop in the solution, you know, shake it up real good, that's what I do. And now I can't see. I can see everything around me. I see colors. I can't make stuff out. I can't see my phone at all. I don't even know how many fingers I got up, for real. But, so that's how I would take it out. Putting it in, I use the orange one. I don't necessarily use these when I post to. If I don't have the big one, I use a small one. If I don't have a small one, I use the big one, whatever. I found out ways how to take them out without plungers. I found out ways how to put them in without plungers. So little things like that. Obviously, you know, people learn they tricks. But so I squeeze it, so you know how plungers work. I squeeze a little bit so it actually holds it. When they first taught me how to put it on, they just said set it on top. Man, I don't do that no more. I actually squeeze it so I can see, make sure it's perfectly straight and even. That's how I take my gel drops. Got the 2 drops in it. Nowadays without it, if I don't have the gel drop in it, my eye just feels so super dry to the point where it will be irritated and it hurts to the touch. Cause I can usually like just touch the top of my eye, or I can touch the actual contact and it don't hurt. But without those gel drops, oh my God, it's like somebody just thumped me in my eyeball. So then I fill it up with this solution here. You want to overfill it so you can see it hanging off the brim and everything. Then I will hold my eye open, or the lids open, Put it in. I like to do like this, so I know I got it in. Squeeze it, so if I can get it off, and then now I can see perfectly. And then I do that like maybe twice a day for real. So like I put them in the morning, like 7 a.m. when I wake up before I go to work. And then when I get off work, by that time I've been looking at computers and stuff all day. So just depending on how I feel, what I'm finna do. If I wanna watch a movie, I'm like, then perfect. Like I want it to be perfect, I want it to be crystal clear. If it's, and I can tell and I'm antsy like that or anal like that, so I'll pop them out like I'm gonna do this and I'll even it up. And if the light don't bounce off it perfectly how I need it to, I'll take it out and I'll redo it and I'll go through bottles of solution until I get it right. It has to be perfect for me. But I'll tell you about the first time that and I'm gonna show you a small one so y'all can see. These actually are thicker than the other small ones. I actually kind of stole this. I went to the eye doctor the other day because it was time for my yearly checkup. But first time I broke one, oh my God, I was devastated. And I couldn't see, so I only had just the one contact in. I went to the eye doctor, and I didn't have vision insurance at the time because I wasn't working. And I was out, you know, just being a full-on entrepreneur out there, but I didn't have vision insurance. Went to the eye doctor to see about getting another one, and it was like, yeah, we can order you another one, you know, you'll just have to pay for it out of pocket, you know. And I didn't think it was gonna be that much, but they were like, yeah, it's gonna be $1,000 for one contact. This is all. I'll make sure I have a spare or I have a set for backup. So I've broken, and actually I just lost one. It seems like every time it's time for me to get new ones, I got a new set. Like I just ordered my new set, and with insurance, it's 100% free. I don't pay anything because it is a life necessity. So my health insurance will kick in along with my vision insurance to make sure it's fully covered. So every year I get a pair. There is no timeline on these because they are so different. You know, they're not a soft contact. It's not a hybrid for real. I mean, they say it's a hybrid. It's called a sclero. You can really, that's the contact. You know what I'm saying? It's bendy. If I squeeze it, it will break. But yeah, you gotta take care of it differently. It doesn't, like those 6-month contacts, it's not a contact that you can wear overnight because your eyes will dry out because it needs to refresh and get that, you know, that plastic, whatever it is made out of, off your eyes. So, but that basically forms my new cornea. So since they scraped the old one off, that forms my new cornea, and you put the fluid in so that does what it needs it to do. Without contacts. Alright, let me wrap this video up because I keep running out of space. Oh shit. Okay. Yeah. Alright, so you just saw what I did with the right eye. Now let me pop this left one in. But yes, I'll do this every night and every morning. You take care of them a little different than you do regular contacts. There's no expiration date on them. As long as you take care of them, they will last forever. But you can't go to sleep in them. They're not meant for that. But like I said, they are 100% free. If I have vision insurance, I get one free pair every year. Bam, perfect. This one's doing some weird stuff over here. I might let it rock. Like I said, I might not. But for video purposes, I'm gonna go ahead and let it be. So, but like I said, that's what happened with the contacts, man. That's my eyes. So, man, and then like I was saying earlier, I wish I would have did the transplants because sometimes I fall asleep with them in. I'm not supposed to. Then I find my eyes getting irritated, inflammation will build up because my eyes haven't had time to adjust and relax without them. So I had to stop doing that because I be trying to be on my phone at night and I want to see what's going on. Maybe I want to watch something on my phone, some YouTube or some TikToks or something. And, you know what I'm saying? I want to be able to see what I'm doing, but the way I fall asleep so fast. And then I won't even think about it. Sometimes I'll try to set an alarm so I can wake up and, you know what I'm saying, take them out. But sometimes I just don't. But nowadays I try to be good about it, stay on top of that stuff. So. But now you know. To all my people out there who do have keratoconus, it's crazy because I made a TikTok about my eye condition probably about a year ago, and the amount of people who were just like, thank you for making this video. I was so nervous about it. You know what I'm saying? People of all ages, like, and it's a lot of young people who are actually had this condition as well. So, you know. Anyway, so that's the eyes, man. That's what happened. There's the boy again. Trying to finish this up. Y'all know I don't have much battery left. If you guys like this video, like this type of video, me cleaning the shoes while doing story times, or you know what I'm saying, you wanted me to do story times more frequently, or if you would like me to do story times without cleaning shoes and focus more on the story, if you felt like I was kind of getting lost in my train of thoughts because I was cleaning shoes, let me know. Let me know what I could do better on with these videos, what y'all want to see. Appreciate you guys for watching. We're closing in on 400 subs. Shout out to all of you who are rocking with me, who locked in. Shout out to my boy Terrell for hitting his goal and becoming an affiliate with YouTube, and he's now a partner. And he just became partner with Twitch. So shout out to my guy. Go follow his page at T-Real TV. I think that's what it is. Something like that. If it ain't, whatever. I'll put the link in there. But yeah, man. Appreciate y'all for watching. Stay tuned. I'm gonna finish this up real quick in fast motion. Whatever it's called. I'm gonna fast forward this. I'm gonna let y'all see what that came out looking like. So traumatized, I've been so sick of all your lies. Please help me, please help me, please help me. Kill my what you chasing, it seems vacant. Don't be basic before you waste it on this pavement. It keeps shaking, thunder raining, let me hang out. Not bad. It's a little quick clean. It wasn't a super deep clean. It wasn't absolutely terrible at first. The suede got a little rough, just a little bit from me hitting it with that water. So I'm gonna hit it with some mink oil and this horsehair brush and bring back that buttery smooth feeling, man. So thank you guys for being a part of today's episode. Let me know what you guys want to see. I think I'm gonna have some more stuff rolling out for y'all. next week, man. Got some big stuff I got planned. Got some collabs I'm gonna be doing with some different streamers and some YouTubers and stuff, man. We got a good thing going this year. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna do some big things, some real big things. Just stay along for the ride. Make sure you guys, if you like to sub, press the sub button, press that notification bell, and like, comment, share, do all that good stuff for me. Follow me on social media, IG and TikTok. Specifically is where I'm most active. I post a lot of shorts. So, I'm just trying to do a lot of good stuff here. Look at that, that stuff is so smooth, man. So soft to touch. That's crazy. What's up, man?
Way too often I see these people plotting, dead bodies and regret rotten. Is it coming for me? I'm paranoid. Why does my mind wander, thinking on what could be? When my heart still cold, but no, my signs get blurred.